días, lectores. So it's almost been a year since I've posted. I've gotten a few DMs and messages asking where I've been, and so that's kind of what this video is. I've also had an influx in views in my channel, which I don't really understand, but just in case you're new here, I'm Gabby. This is Mis Lectores. It is a space for readers, movie watchers, honestly just anybody who loves nerding out on different types of media. I have an Instagram and this YouTube channel. I think I might get a TikTok. I don't really know. It's not my favorite thing to use. Thank you for being here, and if you're new, I appreciate you joining along for the ride. First thing I kind of want to talk about, as some people know, I don't really bring it on this channel, but I am a teacher. I teach 5th grade, at least I usually do. Last year was my 5th year teaching. This year would have been my 6th, but I actually decided to take a year off. Last year, I abruptly stopped posting on Mis Lectores. It had nothing to do with not loving this channel. This channel is just like my creative outlet, but I had somebody pass away in my family that was really, really important to me. I'm kind of gonna make a whole video dedicated to him at some point. And with that came a huge emotional impact. I personally come from a really big family. I am one of 5 myself. I have a nephew who's almost the same age as me, as well as a ton of other nieces. We just got our first other boy literally this year, so it's been awesome. My mom and dad also come from a huge family. My mom is one of 9, my dad is one of 8. When you grow up with a family that large, you walk through life kind of invincible sometimes. I know everybody takes childhood differently and growing up differently, but for me, I always had an army behind me. I am one of the youngest. I am very much loved and cared for, and very thankful that I have a family that shows so much love and care consistently. I've never gone through an achievement without like 30 people calling me to talk to me, excited about what I'm doing. So coming from such a large, loved environment, losing one of those people is a really big deal. Back in November, right around the time of Thanksgiving, we actually lost my uncle, who was one of my mom's youngest siblings. Losing my uncle was really the first big loss in my mom's family. She, of course, has aging uncles and aunts and different things like that, but for us, we have never lost someone who is so immediate and consistent in our lives. With that being said, I am someone who has gone through loss. I know that I do not deal with it well. I've been very vulnerable on here in saying that I have lost a friend at a very young age, as well as family from my father's side, and I don't handle losing people I'm used to having in my life in any positive capacity. Because I lost those people at such a young age, it was acceptable for me to do things like not go to school and not show up, because I always had a parent signing me out. Now at 27, that is not an option. So last year I took a break from the channel to dedicate myself as a teacher. Anybody who knows teaching knows that it is a very hands-on job, especially the way that I do it. I take a lot of pride as a teacher of color, as a teacher of 10-year-olds. And so I knew I only had an emotional capacity for so much, and I needed to pour into something I already committed to, and that was being a great educator for my students. With that being said, that was no easy feat. While I did do things to take care of me, I went to therapy, I tried to see friends more, I had a fantastic group of people around me. I've never felt alone or abandoned during this time. I just did not have the ability to do both because my emotional battery was 0. In losing somebody so close to you too, I think it kind of makes you reevaluate your life a little bit. I love teaching. I mentioned earlier that this is the start of the new year, and this is the first year in almost 7 years that I have not started the school year. I've decided, and I kind of decided late last year, to take a sabbatical from teaching. I'm very fortunate and privileged that I have the financial means to take a year off of my main career, and I decided that I want to explore all the different things life has to offer. With teaching taking such a huge emotional capacity, I have put aside a lot of things, a lot of creative things, a lot of physical wellness things, and a lot of things that I need to do to take care of me. That same commitment that I give to my kids every year, I want to start giving back to myself. So this year is kind of a year of rediscovery. I've decided I am going to commit to posting on this channel and doing movie reacts and book reviews because that is something that I love to do. I have also decided that I'm going to go back to other creative ventures like writing, publishing, and going back to dance. This is kind of going to be my channel for everything at this point. I'm going to have a lot more things coming. I'm going to have different posts and journaling about what it is to kind of step back from a career and jump into self-love. And if you would like to join along for the ride, I would love to have you. If you want to participate with me, like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. If not, that's okay too. And I hope that you all commit to yourself in a way that feels authentic and loving to you. Thank you so much, Lectores, and I can't wait to see you soon.